So 6 years ago, I created this SMP, and it's safe to say in that time, I've had a load of different houses. However, this one here was created over 2 years ago, and I now use this as more of a storage unit than a home. So today, you are going to join me as we turn this storage unit of a house into a functioning home where I can come and find some comfort. Now, the first thing we're going to do is sleep because it is nightfall. We have a drowned wandering around our little hill. The first thing we're going to tackle is this roof. It is one of them things that I've not liked on this build since the very start. The other thing I want is, because it's an island, I want it to be more cliffy. So we're going to expand this grass over into almost where the pumpkin is. And then we're going to make it all nice and cliffy with some rocks and stones. But we're going to do that later on. We're going to sort out the house because I actually do like the layout, but I don't like the exterior. So yeah, let's get to work on destroying this roof. That's a great start. Right, the roof is gone. We've now got something to work with. I've left this little bit here because I do think this could fit in possibly with my new roof design. So the plan is... Actually, no. I've just realised the design I'm going for. I don't understand how this would have worked. So 1 minute. I'm just going to destroy this real quick. Okay, right, we have done that. So now we've got a completely flat canvas to work with. Now, I have this little stone bit sticking out so I can easily elytra into my house. I don't actually mind it, to be honest. I'm going to fill in this oak wood that we didn't actually fill in on when I actually started the build. Right, I'm going to build a pointy kind of roof, and then we're going to have this little bit here sticking out. So what I'll do is I'm going to build this, and then I'm going to show you what I mean, because I've probably not described that very well. I'm just hoping this thing here does not get in the way too much. Now, one thing I want to do is build is I've thought, instead of just doing a plain spruce roof, I'm going to make all the edges cobblestone. So I think it's not going to make things crazily better, but it'll make things a little bit better that it's not just plain spruce. Right, so just on the frame, which would be cobblestone, I have decided to bring the building up just one. That's because I don't want this touching there, so I've got at least a gap. I don't really think that's going to change anything in terms of the looks. I need to get one cobblestone stair there, but we'll ignore that. Okay, well, that is the spruce done. I'm not fully sure on the look just yet, but I think that's because we need to stick this bit out and give the house more definition. What I've done for the first layer is just make it flat, just because of how the roof is. But I do really like this depth. On the top here, we're going to make it all cobblestone, so that will finish off the look. So we've just completed the roof, this bit sticking out. I'm not fully sure how I feel about it just this moment. We have a little bit of a problem here because this is technically the edge of the build, so it does kind of blend in. But because we've added that depth, I don't really think it's too much of a problem. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill in the side walls and obviously finish our extension to the walls. We're going to sleep as well. One thing I didn't want with this tower is I want it to be very symmetrical, if that makes sense. I don't want it to be in the center, but I want it to look right. So I'm thinking if we start off with this pillar and we bring it out by one and then come out. It doesn't need to be the biggest tower in the world. Maybe we could make it even bigger than that. I don't think so. I don't think that's needed. I just don't want loads of spruce logs everywhere. But I think if we have a tower going up like that in the position of the window, just sticking out the side, I think that will look quite nice. So I'm going to build this up and I'll see once I'm done. I actually just thought when piling up, we could make it come outwards. So we do a thin start and then go out. That's like most houses are designed now. I'm thinking I'm thinking if it starts going out now, that would be good. So maybe put a spruce there out here. Yeah, I'm thinking if we go too wide, then we actually might be able to use some kind of functioning bit of the room is what I'm thinking. Right, so we've now started going out. I went up a bit higher just because I wanted to be able to expand out into the roof. So it actually looked like a bit of a tower coming outside. We are going to put a little point on this now. And then once we've done that, we are going to hollow out the tower. Because obviously we did take out a bit of the wall and some of the plantation. Thankfully, it's actually symmetrical into this window. So I actually think this will look well with the build. Okay, well that is the tower done without any details in. So at the moment it looks very, very bare and looks pretty bad. But yeah, we're going to add the details in now, so it should start to look a little bit better very shortly. One thing I'm thinking, because this does look a bit flat on this side, especially from afar, is maybe making a little bit sticking out at the bottom here, which is like a little stables exterior bit, and just outside the bottom of this tower, which would also help with this flat. We could put some animals in there, maybe horses. Obviously this grass is going to be extended for the cliff. So yeah, I'm going to build a little stable bit sticking out as well. Okay, so we built the stables bit sticking out. I decided to do it in line with these pillars. It's a little bit wider, and I was thinking that the entrance to it could also come up from the lower bit of the tower. Now, the roof does look a little bit flat, so I did add a bit of depth again. I did the same design we did on the roof, so it does match. Part of me does wish I maybe put the extension bit a bit lower, but I might extend it a bit lower instead, because it does look a little bit small up there. But I'm not too sure. We'll see what we can do with this tower at the moment. Okay, so the first thing I'm thinking is if we add a couple of windows, then that will just, or definitely a window at the front, I'll definitely just take a bit of a break from the flatness of it, because we could also add a little bit of a ledge like that. Oh, so there's going to be leaves as well, and that's going to cover up a lot of the flatness, if you like. There'll be a lot of vines, leaves growing up the building, flowers and things to add that bit of nature to it. Okay, this is the stables at the moment. They're not the best. I need to fill in this bit of the roof, but we are getting somewhere. I decided to go with cobblestone walls for now. I really don't know what to go with. Obviously, leave a comment if you've got an idea. We are also starting to go to some of this spruce here because it is making the build look a tad weird now as we go from the old to the new. But yeah, I do like how the fact that's actually added something to the tower now. When I ran over there and saw the house, other than the weird little spruce parts, the house actually does look all right, the shape of it. So we are getting somewhere. I've added a few lanterns here. I decided to add a cobblestone kind of line here, just yeah, give your eyes a bit of a break from the spruce. And then, yeah, this wall here for now. I'm not really sure what to do with that at the moment. I probably shouldn't have made the stables so far out. But with this tower sticking out, I kind of had to, I guess. Okay, so I think it's time to add some new windows in because I want to add a bit more of a cliff edge. This area is going to be nicely gardened out, and I think we're going to add a little path coming from down here up through the cliff face once the cliff is built. So this area here, I'm going to do some windows. Obviously, this will need to change the little layout because of us extending the walls. So we're going to do that now. Oh, hello, zombie pigman. Your eyes came through the nether portal. That happens so much. We have a couple of unwanted guests that just seem to invite themselves in. Don't even pay any rent either. Cheeky sods. Yeah, I like that. So we'll keep that there. We're going to add some leaves now to see how the build starts looking with some plantation around. Right, the leaves have definitely started to make the build come alive. Once we've got some flowers, some grass, and some vines around here, a couple of trees, this build is going to be looking lovely, mate. Absolutely lovely. So that is not too bad, to be honest. Obviously, it's not perfect, but we are working on it at the moment. So it's going to take probably 1 or 2 episodes before we start really seeing the final thing come alive. But I'm really, really happy with our progress today. So I would just like to thank you all for watching today's video. Please make sure to subscribe for episode 2 and drop a like. Turn that noti bell so you don't miss this. I'm going to be getting it out in a few days. We still have a lot of work to do on this house, but it is looking to be quite the upgrade. Again, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio.